Hey guys, Brian from the PT channel here to talk more about The Walking Dead. Now it's Wednesday, we got a couple more days to the episode of The Walking Dead on Sunday, episode 7, entitled Heads Up. Well, we'll check it out. Now here's a video about talking about Glenn some more. Now Glenn still is the most debatable death in Walking Dead history here. We're not sure if he's dead, is he alive, is he a walker, is he trapped, is he on the radio, who knows what he's going to do. Now more and more stuff's coming out as we get closer to it with the spoilers, with the other sources that we have, and just looking at it and talking about it, the picture of the thumbnail there shows that he has a walkie-talkie. Now we know he has a walkie-talkie because he talked to Rick and said, you know, we're at this such and such location, and good luck, dumbass. You know, his little motto from season 1. And so, was that foreshadowing? Was that coming back around? Now, Scott Gimble, the executive producer, and Norman Reedus talked about it a little bit, is everything kind of comes back around. Everything kind of gets used again, and they kind of have stuff planned out. So it's pretty crappy to think that in episode 3, this all happened with Nicholas shooting himself and clearly falling on top of him. It's not like Glenn just fell by himself down on the ground. If that happened, he's clearly dead. But he clearly falls on top of them and they fall together. So that's leaves a great amount of hope that he's still alive on there too. And he has a walkie-talkie, so we're not sure how he got out of it. The last time we saw him, he was surrounded by walkers with Nicholas on top of him eating, where Nicholas was getting his intestines ripped out. So that's where we were at. The last episode had the radio call at the very end. Now you might see in other videos about that, and it says help. It happens in, you know, the very last second of the episode, and we're not sure who it is. Is it Rick? Is it Glenn? Is it, you know, Dwight, one of the new guys that stole a crossbow and the motorcycle, and maybe the walkie-talkie from Daryl? We're not sure. Hopefully we'll find out pretty good in the 7th episode. But the sneak peeks of all the videos in their show Alexandria, and they show Rick confronting Morgan and stuff happening with the wall and the stuff with the walkers and everything. So we're not sure what it is on there yet. As soon as we know, we'll put the video out there. But I definitely believe that Glenn is still alive, like most of us do. We're hoping that he's alive, and hopefully that gets done in this episode. I can't wait another week, just like everybody else, right? So hopefully, as you can see in the thumbnail picture, he has a radio. So he has to be calling out for help. And the timeline of the whole season so far has been a flashback with Morgan, but then basically a day, maybe a day and a half of the whole of 2 days of the season so far. They started with the plan to get rid of the walkers. Stuff hit the fan. They got this. They got, you know, taken apart. They had to move around. They had to, you know, move to get back to Alexandria. Some people made it back. Some didn't. And some are on their way. The big thing with the last episode I saw too was maybe a couple of things you missed were Abraham got the rocket launcher and a couple rockets, and they're in a fuel truck. They're going to eventually burn the walkers the same way Dwight and the other lady did. So that's going to happen. Maybe that saves Glenn. I don't know. Maybe a new character saves Glenn. Maybe someone goes back to get him. We don't know what the situation is going to be yet, but hopefully we got a little more closure than that. Was he on the radio? Was he not? I don't know, but we see proof that he had a radio in that picture. So as always, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And if you have any comments, questions, or anything, or thoughts about it, just post them down in the comment section. And as always, thank you.